Part 96. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich John Word. Chapter 951. Chapter 951 Lu Jing's reputation. Everyone in the city knows, Lu Jing has a bad mind, and never does anything serious. So generally no matter what Lu Jing did, he would not be criticized. After all, no one would care about someone with a bad mind, and given Lu Jing's family background, they really didn't have the courage to argue. Then various people were sent away by Lu Jing. It was normal at first. But later on, Lu Jing might have been annoyed, and his temper suddenly rose. The reason for sending the person was, "You are too ugly and you are not worthy of meeting my grandson at all." The man's face when he heard this was really ugly. It was so ugly. After Sun Ying'er learned the news, she rushed directly in front of Lu Jing, and then said to Lu Jing with anger in her eyes, "You are almost 30 after all, why can you say such stupid things?" Who would have thought that Lu Jing would feel aggrieved when he heard Sun Ying'er say this, "And son, how can you be so cruel to me? You don't think there are too many people here, and you feel a little troubled, so that's why you are like this. We've I'll help you resist this. I've met more people than I've ever met at Lu's before I even feel like I'm about to become a receptionist." Sun Ying'er. How come this guy is still in trouble? However, seeing Lu Jing's aggrieved look, Sun Ying'er raised her eyebrows slightly, then took out the phone and dialed. Sun Ying'er didn't beat anyone else, but Lu Jing's father. After the call was connected, Sun Ying'er asked gently, "Uncle Lu, has Lu Jing received anyone else in your company? Is there any cooperation or any friends visiting?" Father Lu's confused voice sounded over there, "Ying'er, don't you know the temper of that brat Lu Jing? If I really let him go to the reception, will I still cooperate with others?" Sun Ying'er looked at Lu Jing expressionlessly, "Ha, you deceived your elders, Lu Jing, you are more capable now." Lu Jing really didn't expect that Sun Ying'er would actually go to the old man to ask questions. And what's going on with the old man? He doesn't care about his son at all. But Lu Jing had nothing but a thick skin, so he continued to say expressionlessly, "And son, do you think I don't know? You are just looking for trouble and want to drive away from me. You're such a scumbag, you just want to drive them away after you're done with them." After saying this, Lu Jing also realized that he seemed to have spoken too quickly, so he quickly said, "No, she's a scumbag." Sun Ying'er, a scumbag, immediately called the security guard. Then the security guard took Lu Jing out with ease. The security guard brought the person to the door of the company and couldn't help but said, "Master Lu, what have you eaten recently? Why do you feel that you have gained weight? Can you pay more attention to your diet? You have gained weight and it is making it difficult for us to work." After hearing this, Lu Jing immediately lost his composure. He was even more excited than Sun Ying'er had just come to trouble him. "What do you mean by this? What does it mean to gain weight? Why did I gain weight? You, Mr. Lu, I am not a perfect figure, an inverted triangle figure that can fascinate thousands of girls. Do you know that figure? I mean, don't talk nonsense. If you tell me nonsense again, I won't be polite to you." Security guard, I'm not talking nonsense, and your reputation may not be very good. End of this chapter. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich John Word. Chapter 952. Chapter 952 The Mean-Tongued Lu Jing. Everyone is used to the fact that Lu Jing was kicked out of the office by Sun Ying'er. Sun Ying'er even gave the security guard an extra amount of money to carry the pig. Lu Jing must have had opinions when Sun Ying'er set it up like this. Not only did he have opinions, but he also had big opinions. But, no matter how strong Lu Jing's opinion is it of any use? It's obviously useless. In this way, employees coming in and out of the company greeted Lu Jing cordially when they saw Lu Jing at the door. Hey, Mr. Lu was kicked out again today. Young Master Lu, your hair is not messy today, not at all, this is better. Master Lu, what are you going to do today, are you going to sit here or go out later? Lu Jingde responded politely. That's right, Lu Jing is so down to earth. After staying for a while, Lu Jing felt bored, so he simply went out for a stroll to see if he could buy a bouquet of flowers. Although he has been kicked out many times, Lu Jing feels that attitude is very important. So I went to the flower shop downstairs in a familiar way. The flower shop owner also greeted Lu Jing in a familiar manner after seeing him. Master Lu, why did you make Mr. Sun angry today? Please tell me so that I can match the flowers for you. I don't like to hear what you say. It was my aunt who was clearly looking for trouble today, and then kicked me out. Huh, this woman has a bad temper. The owner of the flower shop didn't say anything, and I just kept quiet. Look at you and say whatever you want. You can come here as you like. Anyway, the old rules are, good looking, the kind that makes a woman very happy when she sees it. As long as it can achieve that goal, I can accept it no matter what the price, Lu Jing said very proudly. The flower shop owner said nonchalantly, I understand, Mr. Lu, you always ask like this, and Mr. Lu, don't worry, for your sake, I even went abroad to order some very expensive and rare flowers. That kind of flower. Originally, the flower shop owner was worried that he would lose money if he opened his shop here. After all, in a CBD like this, the rent is very expensive. But unexpectedly, he met Lu Jing. With Lu Jing, he no longer has to worry about the business of his store. In order to satisfy his big boss, the flower shop owner worked hard every day, just hoping to satisfy Lu Jing. He even posted the styles he prepared for Lu Jing on Douyin. Didn't you expect that? It actually became popular. Now the flower shop owner really feels that Lu Jing is his blessing. Because he was familiar with the flower shop owner, Lu Jing couldn't help but say, in the past, I thought women were in bad mood during their menstruation period, or I heard other people say that you should never mess with women on their period. Haha, now I really feel that such words are a lie. Look, my auntie Sun, regardless of whether she is physical or not, is still angry every day and every month. Well, I now feel that if I really have a girlfriend in the future, no matter what makes my girlfriend angry, I can make her happy. After all, I already have experience. After saying this, Lu Jing looked at the flower shop owner. By the way, do you have a girlfriend? The flower shop owner shook his head. I don't have a girlfriend. Ha ha ha, no wonder I feel so close to you. It turns out that you are single like me. Flower shop owner, what should I do if I suddenly don't want to do this guy's business? End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich John Word. Chapter 953. Chapter 953. Lu Jing, I'm afraid my two aunts will misunderstand. But Lu Jing didn't seem to feel the flower shop owner's displeasure at all. But yes, Lu Jing feels that he is also a rich second generation. The most important thing in his hands is power, and he doesn't have to feel, we are all so familiar now, let's do this. If you have a girlfriend in the future, you can ask me for advice, I can help you coax your girlfriend. I may not be very good at other things now, but I am particularly good at coaxing women. Hee, Mr. Lu, I don't need to worry about it anymore. I'll prepare flowers for you, so that you can coax Mr. Sun better. The flower shop owner felt that he couldn't talk to Lu Jing anymore. Now the flower shop owner really feels that if he continues to talk to this guy, then he may not be able to do anything to him. Lu Jing thought it made sense when he heard this, and immediately waved people away. I sat on the deck chair in the flower shop and basked in the sun leisurely. I immediately started thinking about where to take Sun Ying to eat tonight. You must know that you are almost tired of the delicious food around you, and now you need to change your taste. That's right, Sun Ying is now responsible for his food and drink. Lu Jing feels that Sun Ying has helped him handle work matters, so he should also handle the logistical matters. Like this, anyway, Lu Jing feels that he still needs to be more humane. However, when Lu Jing was basking in the sun, he felt that this lounge chair was not very comfortable. He was thinking about whether he should order someone to go abroad to customize a special sun lounger for him. After all, in this situation, he could not be basking in the sun here. There may be many days. Just let Lu Jing ponder these things in his mind. Suddenly he felt that his body was no longer hot, as if someone had blocked the sun. After realizing this, Lu Jing immediately lost his composure. After all, who is Mr. Lu Jing? How could anyone dare to block his sunshine? When he opened his eyes and saw Lan Min standing in front of him, his eyes suddenly lit up. He immediately planned to sit up subconsciously. But the next moment, Lu Jing realized something was wrong. Now that Lan Min and Sunian are in a hostile relationship, and he is now Sunian's nephew, his relationship with Lan Min. Moreover, Lu Jing felt that he had decided to give up Lan Ren completely, so a man should keep his word. If a man goes back on his word, it will be looked down upon. And to put it bluntly, just like Lan Min, no matter how much he pursues her or how good he is to her, he can't look down on himself. Since this is the case. In fact, when Lan Zhen came to see Lu Jing, he was still a little uneasy. After all, Lu Jing had such a quarrel with him before. If he came to see Lu Jing, what if Lu Jing acted out the same way as before? Manage. But when he saw the look in Lu Jing's eyes, Lan Min immediately breathed a sigh of relief. It turns out that Lu Jing is still the same Lu Jing as before, nothing has changed. Lan Min's face was filled with a smile. Lu Jing, long time no see. You know it's been a long time since we last met. We haven't seen each other for such a long time. When we meet, you block my sunshine. Do you think this is really appropriate? The good mood on Lan Min's face disappeared immediately after hearing this, and he quickly got out of the way. After regaining the sunshine, Lu Jing closed his eyes again. Why did you come to me for something? If you have nothing to do, then you should leave quickly, otherwise I am afraid that my two aunts will misunderstand. End of this chapter. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich Jong Word. Chapter 954. Chapter 954. Lu Jing is so good at insulting people. In fact, Lan Yan really understands it at all. It is obviously very humiliating to be recognized as a nephew by Sunian. Why does this man not mean any humiliation at all? Instead, he brought this matter up on his lips. Even praised him lavishly. Lu Jing, do you really regard Sunian as your aunt? Don't you think this is humiliating you? Maybe they have never taken your words to heart, let alone you as a person. But after Lu Jing heard this, he snorted, Lan Shi, you were a bit repetitive when you said this. They didn't even take my words to heart. How could they see me? I have never found you to be so uneducated. This sentence, why didn't I realize that you were so uneducated before, can really be said to sting Lan Min hard. I really didn't expect that Lu Jing would speak to him like this one day. Lu Jing, why are you talking to me like this? Lan Min couldn't help but say. Lu Jing frowned when he heard this. Because he felt that when Lan Zhen said this, he seemed to be questioning, and there was something to question. Asking like this, it's so simple, it feels like I'm her licking dog. Sun Ying are you saying this as if you are not? Although Lu Jing likes Lan Yan very much, he still has some principles. So Lu Jing opened his eyes again. But this time Lu Jing's eyes were full of dissatisfaction. Why can't I speak to you in this tone? Do I have to treat you with respect? I can treat you like this, but can you give me a reason? These words really confused Lan Min. Seeing Lan Min's situation, Lu Jing snorted coldly again, you are talking about my aunt and the others. When I talk to my aunt, I can use whatever tone I want. There are not that many at all. Why are you so particular about it? Do you think I don't know? Is this your attitude just to get information from me? Although Lu Jing's IQ is not very high, he can still understand this. Just come to yourself, and you still have this attitude. However, Lu Jing felt that he still had to express his attitude. Lan Shi, if you really have this idea, then I hope you can give up this idea. Now I am following my aunt wholeheartedly. It is impossible for me to betray them. Lan Jing really didn't expect Lu Jing to be so straightforward and not give him a chance to speak. Such an attitude really made Lan Jing a little unbearable. Lu Jing, what kind of poison did Sunian and the others put on you to make you so determined, and why? When Lu Jing heard this, he thought of what Sun Ying'er once said to him, and he smiled. There is no reason, they have never given me any poison, I just feel that being with them, I am really happy, very happy, I have never been so happy. Aren't you happy when you are with me? Are you very wronged when you are with me? When did I wrong you? But I can't grow a brain by my side. These words are really insulting. She really never thought that this guy could be so insulting. End of this chapter. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich Jong Word. Chapter 955. Chapter 955. Lu Jing thinks he is very smart. If Lu Jing knew what Lan Min was thinking, then Lu Jing would definitely shake his head. The reason why this is so is because Lu Jing really feels that way. Lu Jing followed Sunian and watched as Sunian made moves that did not follow common sense and lived so casually and happily. Lu Jing really felt that if he had Sunian's ability, then he wouldn't be so bothered by these things. He felt that if he followed Sunian and the others, he might learn a trick or two. Hey, isn't there a saying that goes, those who are close to vermilion are red, and those who are close to ink are black? As long as he is a little closer, it will definitely be enough. Just when Lu Jing was feeling complacent about his cleverness, a chuckle rang out. Lu Jing turned his head, and when he saw Sun Ying'er, he immediately lost his composure. Ahem, and son, don't get me wrong, I really have nothing to do with him. Ever since I was with you, I have never had any personal feelings for you. Contact her, I can tell you that there is nothing that can be learned from the sun and the moon, and nothing can be discerned from the sky and the earth. Sun Ying'er ignored Lu Jing and walked straight to Lan Min. Lan Min, why did you sneak here? If I remember correctly, you are pregnant now. Even though the Li group is not too far away from here, but you are a pregnant woman after all, and you are just walking around casually. Are you really not worried about your child? After hearing this, Lan Min subconsciously covered his belly and looked at Sun Ying'er with a vigilant expression. What do you want to do? What do you want to do to the child in my belly? I'm warning you, don't mess around. If you really want to mess around, then I will be really rude to you. Ian's behavior during this period was as high profile as it could be. Participate in social activities everywhere. What I can do to you is just a little sigh. You must know that when my sister was pregnant, she put down everything to raise the baby with peace of mind. By the way, Lan Min, don't you have a kidney problem? According to the truth, your body should be weaker than my sister's. Why do you still not care about your own body? When Sun Ying'er said this, she thought of how Huo Linyuan had been looking for a kidney source for Lan Min with such great fanfare. As long as Lan Min can be cured, he can give up all postures. But 2 or 3 years have passed. Why is this Lan Min still so lively? If Sunian were here and knew what Sun Ying'er was thinking, he would definitely give a considerate answer. This is called the heroine's halo. With the halo of a heroine, anything can happen. What is Sunian doing recently? What else can Sunian do? Of course, is to take care of her husband. My Nian Nian is different from yours. In the eyes of my Nian Nian, the most important thing in the world is people, not these so-called rights. Lan Min naturally understood that Sun Ying-er was mocking him, but Lan Min still couldn't help but said, Sun Ying-er, are you very relaxed when you say this? But aren't your words another kind of standing up and talking without pain in your back? You have everything since you were born, I have nothing. Well, if you really think that I can stand and talk without backache, then I can stand and talk without backache anyway. We still have a long time, so let's take a good look at who can have the last laugh. Sun Ying-er turned around and left after saying this. But when he passed by Lu Jing, he stopped. What are you doing here? Are you unwilling to leave? If you are really unwilling to leave, then just follow her and don't follow her in the future by my side. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich Jong Word. Chapter 956. Chapter 956. Anyway, that's it? When Lu Jing heard this, he immediately came back to his senses. I will follow, I will follow, I will definitely follow. If I don't follow you, who else can I follow? And son, you can't abandon me. After saying this, he quickly caught up with Sun Ying-er. Lu Jing said as he walked, by the way, and son, why are you here? Are you here because you can't see me, so are you worried about me? Wow, I didn't expect that I was here with and son, you finally have some status in your heart. You think too much. Why do I think too much, and son? Otherwise, why would you come here? Huh, if you care about me, just tell me directly. And son, why are you so coy about this matter? I am your nephew. I'm not your boyfriend, so there's no need for you to worry about gains and losses like this. Sun Ying-er regretted it. Sun Ying-er really regrets it now. The reason why she appeared here was that after finishing things, she saw that it was almost time for dinner. When she saw that Lu Jing was not there, she wanted to find Lu Jing for dinner. If Sun Ying-er could travel through time and travel to half an hour ago, then Sun Ying-er would definitely not do this. After all, if this guy is not here, he is not here. Can't he eat by himself? However, Sun Ying-er really didn't expect that Lu Jing would treat Lan Er like that. After all, in Sun Ying-er's heart, even if Lu Jing had been by her side for so long. But in her eyes, this guy still particularly likes Lan Min. It's that kind of crazy love. The current attitude really surprised Sun Ying-er. I couldn't even help but ask, do you still like Lan Ren now? These words successfully silenced the playful Lu Jing. Sun Ying-er didn't expect Lu Jing's expression to change so quickly, so she quickly said, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean it, I was just curious. If you really feel uncomfortable, then just pretend that I have nothing. Explain. Lu Jing also looked at Sun Ying-er after hearing her words. Seeing Sun Ying-er's panic, she immediately smiled. Actually, I don't know either. I used to feel very happy staying by her side, but I don't know why, but now I feel even happier staying with you and my aunt. Maybe it's because you are real. Sun Ying-er really didn't know what to say to Lu Jing's answer. This answer is really very Lu Jing. Sun Ying-er couldn't help but said, I really feel that you are a bit shaken now. Lan Min is not good to you, and Nian Nian and I are not good to you, but you are so determined, Lu Jing, you are now like this. Look, you really don't know what to say to you. You are already so old after all. Don't be so stupid. What should I do if you are so stupid and you are always being deceived? And son, I know you dislike me very much, but even if you dislike me, you should be a little more tolerant. I admit that my brain is indeed not as good as yours and aunt, but I am still an adult, as a person. How can adults be so easily deceived? Lan Zhen came to me just now. If I had taken advantage of this opportunity, then I might have given me a good chance in front of the woman I love, and even won her heart in one fell swoop. But I didn't, but I was like this without you. You really let me. I'm a little disappointed. Sun Ying'er also laughed when she heard this. Okay, it's my fault as an aunt, it's my fault, I shouldn't talk nonsense, I shouldn't ruin your feelings, I'm really sorry. But after hearing Sun Ying'er's apology, Lu Jing snorted, are you apologizing to me? And Sun, your apology is really too perfunctory. You think it's perfunctory, that's fine, you can tell me how I can apologize so that you feel sincere. How could Lu Jing let go of such a good opportunity? It's very simple. You just need to tell me what my aunt has been doing recently. Is that guy Li Baikan awake? Didn't I just say that your aunt is taking care of her husband and has done nothing? Why don't you believe it? Lu Jing frowned, do you think I'm a fool? Haha, whether you think you are a fool or not, this is the answer. Regardless of whether you believe it or not, this is the answer anyway. End of this chapter. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich Zhang Word. Chapter 957. Chapter 957 Lu Jing, and Sun, you. And Sun, I know you are perfunctory with me, but you can't perfuse me like this. You have to show some attitude. If you deal with me so casually, you really make me feel like a fool. Now Lu Jing really feels that he has been greatly insulted. After all, in this situation, everyone is thinking about what Sun Yan is doing and what moves he should make. Sun Ying'er stopped and then looked at Lu Jing. Lu Jing continued, you think I don't know? You and my aunt must be thinking of some clever tricks. For example, no one can think of the draft you did, but you can think of it. And Sun, what I just said, you've seen my attitude towards that Lanzi, but haven't you seen my attitude towards you? Now Lu Jing really feels that he is the person closest to the secret. But the closer someone is, the more it makes him feel a little worried. What on earth is this Sun Yan doing, and what does he want to do? There are also many people who find many excuses to approach me and inquire about this matter. Haha, it's just asking, it's better that he knows. Then what do you think your aunt is doing? Lu Jing frowned, it would be great if I knew. If I knew, then I would not be Lu Jing. I have that brain. I punched Li Baikan and kicked Huo Linyuan. How could I be beaten by these two guys are bullying? You also said that you don't have that kind of brain. Do you think you can understand your aunt's intention when I tell you? Hey, Lu Jing, I think you know better than anyone else what kind of brain you have. Since you know it well, don't use it, just follow me and your aunt. Anyway, if you follow honestly, then we will definitely not forget your benefits. The more Sun Ying'er sees Lu Jing like this, the more she likes to tease him. So when Sun Ying'er said this, she acted mysteriously. You also said that your aunt doesn't play according to common sense, so you just wait slowly, waiting for your aunt's surprise. Chant. Hey, Aunt Sun, what do you mean by this? You still don't trust me? Why don't you trust me yet? The more Aunt Sun said this, the more curious Lu Jing became. What on earth is the Sun Yan doing? Wow, why did you let yourself be so close to the secret and not tell yourself? It's really uncomfortable. Lu Jing was hanging around Sun Ying'er and kept chattering beside her. Lu Jing had no choice but to adopt time tactics. I want to annoy the Sun Ying'er to death. That's right, it's annoying to death. When you annoy Sun Ying'er to death and can't stand it anymore, you will definitely say this to yourself. But Lu Jing's voice became hoarse. It was to the point where she was almost speechless, but Sun Ying'er still didn't let go. Moreover, he didn't chase Lu Jing away this time, and he didn't even look unhappy at all. When she got off work in the evening, Sun Ying'er calmly took out a box of golden throat lozenges from the drawer and pushed it in front of Lu Jing. I've been talking about it all day, go back and take medicine tonight, so that you can continue talking tomorrow, be good. Lu Jing. Why does Lu Jing feel that Sun Ying'er treats him as a child? How can he endure this, and Sun? You. Sun Ying'er calmly spread her hands, what's wrong with me? If you want to say anything, just say it directly. There's no need to wait around like this. What else can Lu Jing say? End of this chapter. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Wich Jong Word. Chapter 958. Chapter 958, Auntie, can you treat illnesses? Lu Jing, once he gets serious, no one can control him. Especially such a big secret. Lu Jing felt that if he didn't know, he might not be able to sleep for several days, so he had to find a way to find out. So, that night, Sunian heard screams at his home. This scream frightened Sunian. She rushed out in a hurry and saw Lu Jing lying on the ground. Lu Jing. Ah, it hurt so much, it hurt so much, my leg is broken. This voice made Sunian's heart skip a beat. What is this unlucky kid doing? Just when Sunian was about to ask the housekeeper to send him to the hospital, Li Baikan's voice rang out, is the third leg broken? Sunian. Lu Jing immediately raised his head after hearing the voice, and when he saw Li Baikan, his eyes suddenly lit up. Well, Lu Jing admitted that coming here in the middle of the night was actually part of a gamble. But when he saw Li Baikan, he felt that he might have made the right bet. Sun Ying'er, why don't you listen to your aunt? I'm your aunt, how could I lie to you? Baikan, stop talking. When Li Baikan heard Lu Jing's screams, he knew that this guy was just faking it. So when I heard Sunian's angry words, I wanted to refute them. But before Li Baikan could utter his retort, he heard Sunian say, Baikan, Lu Jingze is my nephew no matter what. He calls me aunt every day. As an aunt, how can I ignore him? If he is really like you, the crow's mouth said that if something is really injured, then the leg should be amputated. Sunian was indeed frightened by Lu Jing's fuss at first. After all, Lu Jing is still a bit miserable like this. But Li Baikan's words reminded Sunian. If something really happened to this guy Lu Jing, he might not be so miserable. And this guy showed up here in the middle of the night, it would be weird if he didn't have any ideas. The word amputation made Lu Jing's expression change immediately. Aunt, I have nothing to do, I really have nothing to do. Lu Jing stood up immediately after saying this. Sunian looked at him casually, tell me, what do you want to do when you come here this time? Tell me honestly. If you are not honest, I don't mind doing something to you. When he said this, Sunian deliberately sighed deeply, and then walked to Lu Jing's side. Lu Jing, actually, aunt, I forgot to tell you that I am actually very skilled in medicine. If you don't tell me honestly, then I don't mind showing you my superb medical skills. Anyone with a little bit of brains can tell that Sunian's words are full of threats. But Lu Jing blinked after hearing this. Auntie, have you ever studied medicine? I've heard on the internet that medicine is not easy to learn. It takes many years to study in medical university. Auntie, at your age, how much have you studied? Are you going to drop out of school? No, aunt, you are so smart, would you still drop out of school? Sunian's mouth twitched. This guy. Aunt, what diseases can you treat? How are your medical skills? In my heart, no matter what you do, aunt, you are very good, so let's do this. I will make a banner for you later and write how is Shanghua Tuo alive. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Which John Word. Chapter 959. Chapter 959. It was not naivete that defeated her, but innocence. Sun didn't know what to say after what this guy said. The key is that when Lu Jing said this, both his expression and his eyes were very sincere. Zhen Zhen echoed that sentence. What defeated her was not innocence, but innocence. Li Baikan felt strange when he saw Sun looking so deflated from the side and couldn't help laughing. After all, in his memory, it was rare for this little woman to be so deflated. It's really not easy. But as soon as Li Baikan smiled, Sun immediately turned around and glared at him fiercely. Li Baikan had no choice but to put away his expression. After Li Baikan withdrew his expression, Sun turned his attention to Lu Jing and said, "Haha, my medical skills are indeed good. If you don't want to try, I can directly treat you without even reacting. Your third leg was cut off." No matter how stupid Lu Jing is, he can still hear what these words mean. "Auntie, I was wrong." "Sun, what are you doing here? If you don't give me a perfect answer, I don't mind. I'll really show you my medical skills." "What can I do? I just miss you. You are my aunt. I am a junior. If I really don't care about you and don't care about you, then wouldn't I be worse than a beast? Isn't this okay? Yet we have known each other for so long, and I have called you aunt for so long, but you have never regarded me as your nephew? Why is your heart so cold? Weavue, what can I do to warm your heart? Tell me, what can I do?" Sun watched from the side, and then said bluntly, "You are just curious about what I am doing at home. Why are you talking so much nonsense? Why don't you just say it? If you say it so directly, then I can still let you go. Aunt, why can you see through this so easily? My good aunt, what kind of woman are you? You are really unfathomable. Haha, I call your aunt son every day, don't I know you? Lu Jing, how can this Sun be such a straight girl? Can't she even flatter herself? It's really straight. Absolutely no fun at all. I really didn't do anything, so don't mess around like this." Sun said calmly, "If you mess around and cause yourself to do something, then don't stay by my side." Auntie Lu Jing still didn't believe it. Sun smiled, "Everyone in the world thinks that I am using conspiracy and tricks. I must be planning something big. Why don't I do the opposite?" Lu Jing fell silent. All theories in this world are either black or white, but there is no way to define what is black and what is white. Just like if I really do nothing, then no one will believe it. Isn't it a success in a way that no one believes me? At this moment, Lu Jing was completely in a mess. So, when Sun Ying'er came to pick someone up, she picked up a guy who could almost be said to be an idiot. Sun Ying'er waved her hand on Lu Jing's face a few times, but there was no reaction from Lu Jing. This made Sun Ying'er frown. Nian, what did you do to this guy? I think, although this guy is very bad, we still have to sympathize with the weak a little bit." No, sister, don't say that. What can I do to this guy? My husband is standing next to me. If you talk nonsense, you will really hurt my reputation." Sun used joking words explain. After Sun said this, Li Baikan walked behind her. He didn't say anything, but just hugged Sun. But he is very possessive. And what else could Sun Ying'er do, except take this guy away? End of this chapter. The vicious female supporting character's character collapsed after her voice was eavesdropped. Author, R.O. Which John Word. Chapter 960. Chapter 960. Lu Jing's CPU burned out. At this moment, Sun Ying'er really disliked this guy to the extreme. This Lu Jing. But even if she disliked him, who else could care about this guy besides her? When the car is halfway through, seeing Lu Jing still looking like such an idiot, Sun Ying'er really felt that she couldn't be like this anymore, and then she took a deep breath. "Lu Jing, What's wrong with you? Tell me something. Can you please help me a little bit? Can you react a little? If you act like an idiot again, then I really don't mind and send you to a mental hospital. Sure enough, after Sun Ying'er said this, Lu Jing finally reacted, and son, what you said really makes sense. I really can't understand my aunt's logic. What does it mean to be black and white and what does not do? What is it? What is it? Why can't I understand it? Sun Ying'er just said it casually before. But I didn't expect this guy. What does he mean? Is this guy's brain CPU burned out? Is it really not that simple to burn? Sun Ying'er is really worried about the future of the Lu family now. After all, with Lu Jing's virtue, if the old man of the Lu family really fails in the future, then Lu Jing will take over the Lu family. To deal with people from the Lu family, use slightly more difficult methods. I guess Lu Jing was confused. So when Sun Ying'er heard this, she sighed deeply and said, Lu Jing, I think you should find a smart woman as your wife in the future so that you can improve your genes. If you really find as a woman, what should you do with the genes of your descendants? Of course I know this, I even knew this a long time ago. Sun Ying'er. Well, what else could she say? It can only prove that this guy is not completely stupid and can still be saved. What else can be said besides this? However, seeing Sun Ying'er's helpless look, Lu Jing decided on one thing. There are many benefits to being with Sunian and Sun Ying'er. So I must follow the two of them well. No matter what happens in the future, even if you beat yourself to death, you will not be able to leave. When he thought of this, a flattering smile appeared on Lu Jing's face, and son, you usually dislike me so much, but I didn't expect you to be so concerned about my descendants. And son, your thoughts about me, I will never forget it in this life, don't worry, I will definitely honor you well. After hearing this, Sun Ying'er turned her attention to Lu Jing again. Seeing the expression on Lu Jing's face, Sun Ying'er really felt a little regretful. Lu Jing's current expression was worse than the depressed expression just now. At least it's not that disgusting. It's really disgusting. Don't get in front of me with that face of yours. And son, you don't know that I am really going to be thrown to death today, I really feel pain now. After Lu Jing said this, he shamelessly leaned against Sun Ying'er. Hey, why are you leaning on me like this? You can open it for me. Do you know whether men and women can kiss or not? And son, the situation you mentioned about men and women not being intimate with each other will only happen if they are unmarried men and women, those who are interested in you. I am your nephew, are you really that crazy to attack your nephew? End of this chapter.